since fighting Tank.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with Rolly. I think Rolly became better from fighting Tank. I think that they knew certain mistakes that they made. I think they believed in their game plan. Got us all to believe in their game plan. I think they came to this fight with the right adjustments, but took it too far, I guess, for the sake of words. But I think that they'll both be better.
Yeah.
In their fight against one another. I don't know how to.
They're both super raw.
Yeah.
I think Ryan got more talent.
Upcoming fight: Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. Start with you, Blair Flair. Who you got?
Double knockout.
Double knockout. Yeah, I want them both to just wind up, both of them at the same time. Boom, knocked out, both of them.
Wait, what if you fought them both at the same time? Would there be a double knockout?
Yeah, I'll knock both of them out. The same loose tooth pull. Bam, they both get a tooth missing. Instantly.
You need to work on your being so shy, man.
Ahead of Times Square's Friday Night Fever event, boxing professionals from around the world are weighing in with their predictions for the Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Rolly Romero fight.
Upset against Ryan?
Yeah, Rolly,
Yeah, do you
I don't want to say that's crazy, but yeah, hopefully, bro. Hopefully, for the sake of Rolly, he pull it off. But it's gonna be a good fight.
Someone's gonna get knocked out.
Huh?
Someone's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody get knocked out.
Who hit a little harder though? Was it Ryan or was it Rolly? Because they both
I
clearly.
ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard.
Yeah.
People be sleeping on Rolly because he been.
This bout will be contested for the WBA regular welterweight title, marking both fighters' debut in the 147-pound division. With over 80% of their combined victories coming via knockout, few expect this clash to go the full distance.
Andrew, real quick, so your prediction for Rolly versus Ryan, how do you see that fight going down?
Bro, I don't want to disrespect anyone. I want to wish everybody the absolute best. I hope everybody gets in there, has a great time, leaves happy, healthy, a little bit richer.
Right.
But Ryan's quick, man. I'll just tell you something. Like, I remember from my fight days, I'm a bit old now, but I'm scared of the guy whose hands you can't see. Those are the ones to be afraid of.
Because they're all good fighters, but Ryan's clearly your favorite.
They're all fantastic fighters.
Speaking with Little Giant Boxing, Teofimo Lopez, who will defend his WBO super lightweight world title against Arnold Barboza on the same card, backed Garcia to win. He cited Romero's knockout losses and inactivity as key factors. I've got Ryan. Romero hasn't been very active, and the way he was stopped before says a lot. I think he's even changing trainers. Lopez also warned, though, that Romero's power, which even Gervonta Davis acknowledged, could be dangerous for as long as the fight lasts.
Hi, Jeff. Give it to us. Let your fans hear it. What are your predictions for the upcoming Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia fight?
That's a pretty good fight. They're both friends, and they used to spar with one another in the gym quite often. But unfortunately, I wasn't there to see it. But still, I think that it's going to be a great fight. I think
it's a great matchup. Ryan needs to watch out for Rolly's punching power. He's still got it. Those shots can change the fight, Lopez added. He predicted a late-round stoppage for Garcia, suggesting that Garcia's long layoff might affect how the fight plays out, but not enough to stop him from winning.
Fantastic fighters. Ryan and I are good friends,
Right.
you know, so we have a personal relationship there.
Yeah.
But I don't want to wish disrespect on anybody.
Right.
Or I don't want to jinx anybody. I just hope everybody has a great time. But I think when you can't see it coming, that's when it hurts.
You're going to be at the fight May 2nd?
I'm going to be at the fight May 2nd unless Ron DeSantis looks.
Former opponent of both men and current WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis also shared his take on Fight Hub TV. That's going to be a good one. Someone's getting knocked out, no doubt. Rolly hits hard. People sleep on him because of his chin. But man, it felt like bricks when he hit me.
Obviously, I don't know how to say it, obviously. But yeah, if he don't got no chin down, so Rolly be getting caught, but Rolly, he can hit, bro. Like, he can hit. But he's the only person I felt like when he swung, it felt like bricks was in his hood.
Is that the hardest one? Is that the hardest one you faced in your whole career? Is that the hardest one?
Who else I sparred that was...
Davis, who stopped Romero in 6 rounds, said it would be a shock if Romero won, but admitted he's rooting for him. Garcia, meanwhile, has left the door open for a rematch with Tank Davis after being knocked out in the 7th round back in 2023. Timothy Bradley, former 2-division world champ, weighed in. I think Ryan catches him with that left hook. It's night-night after that.
Was Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, and that guy, Danny, what? He Puerto Rican, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like a hook he was swinging or?
Everything.
Oh, really?
I ain't gonna lie. He didn't touch me. He didn't touch me with nothing clean. But when he did touch me, he was like, hit me all across the ring. Like, boom, boom. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, Tay, I saw what you said. You thought Mayweather set you up against Pedraza. Did you really think Pedraza?
Bradley also said he's seen a major shift in Garcia's attitude. He seems calmer, more focused, like a real professional now. Not loud or wild like before. That shows growth. Garcia has called this time's Square event the biggest fight of his life, aiming to set up a blockbuster rematch with Devin Haney later this year. This main event headlines Ring Magazine's Fatal Fury. City of Wolves card, streamed live via DAZN PPV.
The harder he throws, the easier it's gonna be.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to knock me out. Might open him up.
You excited?
Yeah.
I bet you can't wait on it.
Ryan, you've always had honor, but it's very peaceful this time.
In their first meeting April 2024, Garcia knocked Haney down 3 times en route to a unanimous decision win, which was later overturned to a no contest due to a banned substance. After serving a 1-year suspension, Garcia is back, calling the Romero fight the most meaningful of his career. I'm not here to play. This fight means everything.
Ryan, you've always had honor, but it's very peaceful this time.
Yeah.
What's changed?
Just feeling peaceful, right? I don't know, man. Just chill, bro. Yeah. Sure.
Peaceful coexistence. Ah, beautiful.
I'm bringing speed, power, and focus. When I throw, they usually fall, Garcia said. He also threw a shot at Haney. I'm going to whoop Haney again, maybe in New York too.
Fuck that nigga up, man.
Hey, y'all just told him, hey, look, bro, you got a big fight coming up. Your fans are expecting to see a lot of, man, you better pick your flag up, man. Pick your flag up. Hey, look.
Devastating the flag, brother.
Hey, look, got a big fight coming up. What can fans expect when they see you face off against Ryan Garcia? Some people say it's your right hand versus left hook.
Y'all gonna have to just tune in and see. No hands, no nothing. Y'all just...
Romero, though, isn't fazed. He claims he outperformed Garcia in their 2 previous sparring sessions and aims to make it 3. He got beat twice already. 3rd time's the charm. I always go for the knockout.
Being so shy, man.
Sebastian,
Frank, I'm gonna go with the 1 knockout, and that's Ryan Garcia who's gonna pull it off for sure.
Think Ryan's gonna pull it?
Yes, sir.
Who you got and why?
Ryan's right hook, bro. It's a killer. So Ryan Garcia all day.
Wait, what about the twins versus Blair at the same? I like stirring shit up.
And Ryan, but how do you see this Ryan and Rolly fight?
Yeah, man, I like it, man. I think Ryan was stripped away from what he loves the most, and I think that humbled him. And I think that, you can see it in his eyes that he appreciates being back on the spotlight. And I think it's probably a blessing in disguise, because I feel that if he would have just stood on that high horse, he could have fell off. He could have lost focus. He could have lost track. And I think
Veteran Gabe Rosado broke down the May 2nd card, which features Garcia versus Romero, Haney versus Jose Ramirez, and Lopez versus Barboza. On Garcia, he was taken away from what he loves, boxing. That humbled him. You can see in his eyes that he's grateful to be back.
And I like Rolly. So when I'm picking Ryan, it's not no hate towards Rolly. I like Rolly. He's a dope fighter. He's a dope entertainer. He definitely has a puncher's chance to pull an upset, you know what I'm saying? But, I think that Ryan, like I said, I can see it in his eyes that he appreciates being back in the moment. And I think that he's not going to take it for granted. And I think he's totally locked in.
Let me get your thought on this. We caught up with Rolly's former trainer, Coach Bull.
Rosado compared the matchup to Oscar de la Hoya versus Ricardo Mayorga. Ryan's the sharper boxer like Oscar. Raleigh will come in swinging wild. I don't see this going past 5 rounds. As for a possible future clash with Jaron Ennis, Boots is a beast. We need to see more of Ryan at 147 before we can talk about that matchup.
Like one of those things that, wow, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Yeah.
In terms of the fight, in terms of like the style, like a lot of people are picking Ryan to win and win via knockout. Like, do you see it that way? And if you do, why?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I see it being Oscar De La Hoya and Mayorga, Ryan being Oscar, and Mayorga coming in, that's Rolly, and swinging them wild punches and just staying sharp with that jab and throwing that left hook right in between.
Garcia believes this will be Romero's last fight. He's funny outside the ring, but I'm retiring him Friday night. Despite Romero being the underdog, his power makes him dangerous, especially since Garcia was previously stopped by Gervonta Davis.
Yeah. We need you back.
Ryan, you mentioned Ennis. You asked Oscar about Ennis. It seems like you're very open to it. It seems like Oscar would be open to it.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, another big fight, another mega event. That's what I like to do.
Speaking to The Zone, Garcia added, "I'm not the same guy who beat Haney while partying and posting wild stuff. I'm clean, training hard, and way more focused now." Romero responded, "Good. I want no excuses when I stop you."
I don't shy away from anybody. Willing to do that too.
How did you look on Saturday?
You look good, man. I think Stanonius is a perfect fighter to look good for. Obviously he's there to get hit a lot. Not a lot of defense, but Boots did what he had to do.
Garcia fired back. "It's your last fight, believe it. Train like it's your last, hurrah." This card also features Devin Haney's return versus Jose Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza. But all eyes are on Garcia versus Romero. A win for Garcia sets up the long-awaited Haney rematch.
Is it going to happen? Do you want it to happen?
I shall see.
You shall see?
I shall see.
Yeah? What do you make of him skipping the Haney fight for a fight with you?
No opinion on that. No opinion on that either.
So what happens in a fight between you guys? How do you beat Ryan?
Their sparring video, shot years ago, resurfaced recently. Garcia accused Romero of using it to boost his profile. "You should thank me. That video helped your career." Romero denied it, questioning Garcia's stardom.
You know how you do your Rolly thing.
What is there to say?
Tell me.
What is there to say? The fights are ready. At the end of it, I'm a personality. I'm a star. Ryan's a star. There's nothing, we don't need to do any of that so fun.
How's it working with Turkey Al-Sheikh and all these different promoters on his card? Fighting a new...
Garcia says the video has racked up over 2 million views and compares it to a long-running sitcom. While it once bothered him, he says the impact has faded. It was just normal sparring. "I was light in weight. He had moments, but I did fine."
Doing it, and I look forward to great competition in the future.
On Twitter, Ryan, I know you said that you feel you win that fight.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned he just gets hit with too many punches.
He does.
People are now saying that oh wow, he gets hit with a lot of punches, and that's something that you notice, I guess, from the beginning.
But he's a big boy though.
That he feels that Rolly has a mental edge over Ryan, given how well he did with the sparring. Okay, what's that response?
That don't matter. Sparring is sparring. Listen, a lot of people got the best of me in sparring sometimes. Sometimes you're not even in the mood to go spar. Sometimes sparring, you're just working on maybe looking at shots, working on your eyes. Maybe sometimes you're working on a jab. So it's like you're not going full out in sparring. Some guys do. Some guys, we call them gym fighters. They look great in the gym and then they look horrible in the fight.
With this May 2nd fight, Garcia hopes to silence critics and erase doubts triggered by that viral sparring session. His loss to Haney raised questions. Now he wants to prove he can handle a power puncher before taking on Haney again.
Fight. So, and so I don't take the sparring for any, I don't take it too serious.
I caught up with Rolly, and he's confident he's going to win the fight. And I asked him, where's this confidence coming from? Is it coming from your training? And he's like, Marcos, look at every single interaction I've ever had with Ryan, and that'll tell you as to why. I'm still kind of wondering, but I think a part of it is he's not intimidated at all by Ryan in that.
As for Romero, after his brutal loss to Isaac Cruz, this is his shot to reclaim relevance by upsetting a modern boxing star. Despite some tension, the build-up has been surprisingly respectful between two fighters who've known each other for years. So what do you think? Will Ryan Garcia finally bury the ghost of that infamous sparring session and take out Romero? If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay locked in for all the biggest updates, highlights, and reactions in the world of boxing. Until next time, peace out, fight fans. Boxing glove fire.